Tips to everybody. Um, I finally built the what's it called? The Jewel Thief circuit, and I stick it in there, and I want to test it out with some battery. So this is my Jewel Thief circuit. I got the I couldn't find a ferrite ring, so I used an improvisation of some kind of ring that I found walking on the street. It looked like it's made from either bronze or something. It's a ring, but now I use it to make my coil. It's in here, you know. This is my LED, you can see, and I stuck it in there just to make it more durable. So the principle of this, I want to use it to activate it, but I have not tested anything because I need to actually improve on the Jewel circuitry. I need the ferrite ring, but in the meantime I just have to build it and to test this concept. Okay, this is meriting torsion field with conventional technology. So I got the circuit to work to a certain extent, but the most important thing is I cannot 100% duplicate this Jewel circuit within the video of many people because I don't have the ferrite ring. But at least I got everything to line it up in that perspective. Okay. Now as for my 0-point technology, okay, I hook it up to the different hemisphere. I have not tested out yet, but I need to go ahead and try to activate it, the device, and see what interface with the circuitry. But first thing first, I have to make this thing look good. But at least I got the circuit to work by testing it. So now in the other video, the Jewel circuitry, this it will take, I'm supposedly take 1.5 volt battery, light up, but unfortunately I don't know why it's not, my circuit is not lighting up. I have to use 2 battery. I did the ferrite ring, I did the transistor, sorry, I take that back, not a ferrite. I used some kind of a ring that I found on the street, and I couldn't find a ferrite. So I probably, that's got a lot to do with it. I'm not saying that, you know, see if you can see right here, there's my this right here is that, oh my shit, see it, see that right there, see that's my ring right there, you see it? So I just stick it in there just, you know, to save space. But I got my transistor, my 1000 ohm resistor. I got my LED, and I test out the circuit. But I have to use 2 battery though, to make the circuit work, and I couldn't figure out, you know. So it just hit me that I have to use a ferrite ring, and I don't know what's the big deal without the ferrite ring. I thought just improvising would like work, you know, make it work anyway, you know. But unfortunately, that the ferrite ring has to be used with my you know, ferrite ring to be used with the coil. Otherwise, you end up with my circuit, you see. And fortunately, I did my best. I hope you out there learn from my mistake a little bit. Use the ferrite ring for your Jewel circuit, you know, and then connect it to my device. And see, when I tried the 1.5 volt, it does not work it out because for some reason you know, my ferrite ring, I don't have that. I use a alternate ring, so don't use an alternate ring. Do find a ferrite ring, okay? Just, improvising on this particular circuit is bad, but anyway, I give it a try, and hopefully my consistent device will recognize the circuit configuration and give it a go from that perspective. So I already built my circuit. The unit itself, the ZBE, is work, but as for the dual circuit, um, I'm going ahead and say it. I mess up, okay, because I didn't have a ferrite ring. So um, use a ferrite ring, and hopefully you do better than I can. Anyway, I'm going ahead and sell this up. I'm just going to use psychic energy, basically, just to make this device work. I want to try give it a try, and hopefully it works. If it does, I try to make a video, but in the meantime, I'm going to give it a try and do my best on it. I hate to say this, but in this aspect, I kind of fail in this particular circuit, the Dual D. I hope you guys did better than me. Remember, this is like trying converging torsion field with conventional technology. It's a little different compatibility. It takes some effort though, but the point is, I got it to this far, and hopefully you guys can do it better than me. So just to stick it in here, and what I'm doing right now. Okay, I'm just gonna put some hot glue on it. Well, at least I know it works. The circuit aspect of it, and again, all you builder right there, be sure to use the ferrite ring for your double coil, bifacial coil over there for the Dual D. And trying to merging my technology with this technology, it has been not a headache, but and a learning experience. Now I know what I need to do in the future. But in the meantime, I want to keep the circuit that's like this, regardless. At least I give it my all, and hopefully I feel bad in a way because I couldn't get the circuit to work with the 1.5 volt battery. It took 2, and it's just the way the ball bounced. And so keep on. So I have to improve and make it better on the next system. But in the meantime, I apologize to everybody. I give it my best on this particular circuit, and it took me 3 tries before I even got this part to work, because I was trained mostly in torsion science and not in conventional electronic, basically conventional electronic and circuitry. So at least I give it my try. And for one last thing, I'm trying to do it one more time to see the circuit is there. But anyway, hopefully you guys do better than me, okay? Alright. And that's the most important thing. Okay. Good luck to you, and I will try to, recreate the Dual D in the future with a ferrite ring once I get my hand on one. But in the meantime, thank you for watching my video, and I apologize. I couldn't get the circuit to work naturally like in the other video or other people who did the Dual D. But okay. But I know my torsion CPE system does work. I just want to integrate this circuit to it, but unfortunately my ability is limited at this point, and I have to get out a component to rebuild the Dual D. Okay, thank you for watching, and